discussion is innovation culture or culture of innovation. Without innovation, we cannot survive in any age. You can think when we were, our forefathers were living in the Stone Age to the current age, how much we have developed with the help of innovation. That is why innovation is always required. There is one say in English, only change is consistent in this world, nothing else, because change has to happen. And if the positive change is happening, that is our innovation. When we are developing in the interest of society or in the interest of human being, that is called innovation, creativity, and continual development, many other names. So when we are working in the organization, then we have to think how organization can grow with the innovative ideas and how we can develop the culture in the organization so that everybody can contribute in innovation process. When everybody is contributing, the whole organization is talking about innovation, giving ideas, implementing those ideas, doing something new, that organizations are growing like anything. In the past, we have seen many organizations, those have adopted innovation, they have developed themselves like anything. Those who are not allowing innovation now, they are nowhere in the corporate world. There are so many other factors, but the innovation is an important factor to survive in the market, because we have to satisfy the need of customer, and customers' demand is changing every day. There are a number of factors for the customer demand, because market is changing, technology is changing, needs are changing, lifestyle is changing, education system is changing, our culture is changing, our social values are changing, everything is changing. So why we have adopt the change? This is very important question. To understand this, we have to talk about what is culture. To know the what is innovation culture or what is the culture of innovation, first we have to understand what is culture. Culture is the consistent observable pattern of behavior in our organization by its employees. This is a very simple definition. Whatever documents, whatever policies, rules, and regulations you can make, but the correct and smallest and the best definition of the culture is the consistent, observable pattern of behavior in an organization of its employee. Or second thing we can say, how majority of employees of an organization are behaving or conducting in a normal and critical situations. Because the behavior or conduct can change in normal condition and critical condition. In normal condition, everybody can behave very nicely, very good. But in critical conditions, some people are losing confidence. Some people are working with the high level of confidence and coming out with any situation. So what kind of culture we are adopting, we can see in case of critical situations. Now we have to talk about innovation culture or culture of innovation. Innovation culture is the work environment that leaders cultivate in order to nurture orthodox thinking. Orthodox thinking means whatever thinking pattern we have till date, we have to change. and its application. So how we are changing our thought process. Some people are talking about strategic thinking, some people are talking about critical thinking, some people are talking about design thinking. A number of processes has been adopted to do this. But this is very simple. In innovation culture, we have to move one step higher with new ideas, new technology, new systems, new procedures in the organization. And those organizations should, those rules and regulations, procedures or processes must be in the interest of organization and to serve our stakeholders up to their highest level of satisfaction. So innovation culture is the work environment that leaders cultivate in order to nurture orthodox thinking and its application. Companies or organizations that foster innovative thinking also encourage discovery and find ways to reward time spent on the research required to generate new product ideas, services, etc. So this is very short and sweet definition of the innovative culture. Now we will talk about how we have developed some innovative ideas during pandemic, or we are developing innovative ideas in the normal course of our working. And we are growing, our organizations are growing, even India is growing. In pandemic time, the IT team has innovated how to work from home. So this is one innovation, but this is very good. Some people are adopting it very easily. Some people are putting some if and buts. But this culture has been adopted across the globe during pandemic period. So this is one innovative idea and this is one innovation. Number two, innovation in accounting, HR services and administration. Now we have changed those things. Now new philosophies, new ideologies, new approaches are coming to every. The governments are changing the accounting procedures. Governments are amending our Companies Act. Government are changing our labor laws, making new codes. Government and the worldwide organizations are changing their HR practices. People are changing their administrative styles, their leadership styles, so that they can grow and they can satisfy their stakeholders in a desired and systematic level. So many new ideas has been adopted with innovation in every field. It can be accounting, it can be HR, it can be administration, it can be industry relation, it can be production, it can be marketing, it can be supply chain management, in any area of management. Next example is innovation and technology. Earlier, the human capital was working very vigorously, but now with the help of technology, robotics is being developed. Some robots are working. All tough actions has been changed with the machines and tools. Now tools and technology is taking place in every organization and works are going simpler and easier. So we have to understand the need of our customers or stakeholders. Next example is drugs and pharmaceuticals and chemical industries are developing some innovative ideas, providing new product, providing new solutions, providing new drugs, developing their standards. So every day they are innovating something new. Next example is now education system. During pandemic period, now the classroom study has been closed forcibly because of lockdowns. People are, or students are not being allowed, or kids are not being allowed to attend their classes in their schools. But their developmental process has to continue. So now the education system has developed them like anything, and they are talking about the new systems and procedures of the education system. Now, smart classes has been developed, online courses has been developed, online education system has been developed, and so many other things has been developed. So we have to think and we have to adopt the new practices which we are facing every day in our society. Number two, or number next, is what we are saying, innovation in automobile industry. Earlier we were using petrol and diesel. Now we are shifting to electric vehicles. Every vehicle is using the computerized systems or digital systems. Now the driving the vehicles has become very easy because of new technology adoption, and their aerodynamics is changing. That is why their speed is changing. So technological changes are coming in every vehicle. In coming days, we have to adopt something new, which we are adopting today. So innovation is required in every field. Take an example of garment and pattern designing. Now, earlier cloth styles or fashion styles or garments have been replaced with the new innovative ideas. So every industry is using. Take an example of agriculture. Now, pesticides, herbicides are being spread with the help of some tools and technology. So we have to understand what area is not adopting innovation. Every area. Take an example of our artificial intelligence. AI is taking every place in case of hospitalization, in case of manufacturing, in case of design, in case of hospitals, in case of education, in case of information technology. Artificial intelligence has been used frequently, systematically, and developing the comfort. Because of AI, we are developing the accuracy in data and speed, and dependency of human capital is being reduced. Next example is impact of innovation in hospitals. The new machines, new technology, new research procedure has come. Now the treatment process has become very easy and very speedy. So innovative ideas are being adopted every sphere of management and every field of our social, political, and personal life. Taken one another example, how we are controlling the traffics in cosmopolitan cities. Now, the civil engineering or our structure and designing has innovated new ideas like anything. You can see with this picture. Some innovative ideas are being used in the manufacturing industry too. Earlier, girls or female employees were not allowed. Now they are being allowed. Now the working style has been very easy. Now every girl or anybody can work very easily in the industry because heavy work or loads has been reduced with the technology. So innovative ideas are being adopted everywhere, and our lifestyle has changed like anything in last 15 years or 20 years, like anything. Now we cannot believe what we were thinking earlier or now what we are thinking, how we are living earlier or now how we are living our life today. So we have to understand the importance of innovation culture. It is the necessary part of our life. A culture of innovation helps organizations or companies move through the innovative cycle. This is a complete process, and we have to develop this process continuously. Continually, every time we have to do something new. When multiple people, multiple teams, multiple departments are working towards creative solutions, it's easier to consistently ideate and move ideas with potential to the development of the organization. So we have to think and we have to proceed. Why to develop the culture of innovation in the organization? There are many examples, but I am quoting certain factors which are very important. Number one, it is a fuel for company growth. If you want to grow, you have to use the innovative ideas. In marketing, in manufacturing, in selling, in purchasing, in communication, in leadership, any area. Number two, it stimulates the changes because everybody is changing, so we have to change. Number three, ensure continuous improvement because every day we have to grow. We can take an example of Nokia. We can take an example of Remington Rand. They were not improving. They were not adopting the innovation. They have utterly failed. Take an example of Toyota. They are always innovative and they are number one in automobile industry. And so many other companies which are innovative and developing like anything. Number four is create the idea pool because it helps, because you will collect, every employee has to give some innovative idea. Number five is increase diversity at workplace because of innovation. No doubt diversity will automatically increase at workplace. Many examples we can quote. Number six, identify new areas for innovation. Earlier, people were thinking in an accounting and HR and on these things, we cannot use the innovative ideas, but now nobody can say like this. Because every sphere of management, there is a scope of innovation. HR has moved from one place to another place. IR team has developed the N number of employee engagement ideas, and the employee engagement ratio has been developed in India like anything. Earlier, the productivity level was very low in India. Now the level of productivity is increasing day by day. No doubt we are not matching with the European countries, but our level of productivity is increasing. Number seven is image building. If somebody is using innovative ideas, so he is giving the importance to the employees, or employees' participation is very high. There is no leadership style which is not allowing the employees to take some innovative ideas and some creative ideas to do something new in the organization. Number 8, provoked out of box thinking, because this is a very important area. Until unless we will not talk about out of thinking, we cannot innovate. So some organizations are allowing, they are growing. Some organizations are restricting, they are not growing. Number 9 is promote unexpected discoveries. The level of yield of your product or your service is increasing. I can quote one example of sugar industry. In 80 to 90s, the average sugar industry yield was 9 to 10%. But as on date, because of innovation in farming, because of innovation in sugar industry, now recovery has gone up to 12 to 13%. The yield has increased by 3%. By 10 to 13 is almost 33%. So we have to understand this way how much losses we were occurring earlier, which we are not occurring as on date. But this is not an end. We have to develop further. Take an example of chemical industries. Earlier, the yield were very low. Now yield has increased like anything. So everywhere innovation is providing support to the industry. Increase the adaptability. It ensures the meet of customer need. As I have discussed, the customer is asking new things because his demand, his lifestyle is changing like anything. Number 12 is attract better talent. Those organizations are giving freedom to act with new ideas. Those organizations are attracting the better talent because their brand image in the employment areas is very high. Some organizations are not adopting the talent, is not going there. So attract the better talent, enhance the efficiencies, high employee engagement. These are very common issues where the culture of innovation is there. And some organizations are enjoying like innovation, creativity, and their satisfaction level or engagement level of employees very high. They are doing something new every time for customer delight. Their surveys of customer satisfaction are always better than those who are not adopting. So these things are very useful. Number next is the talent retention. If you are allowing, the satisfaction level of employee will automatically high. Number 16, suggest the way the modern business is done. Because you know, every time the digitalization, modernization, or use of artificial intelligence is increasing, online sales are increasing, but ideas are coming every day, technologies are changing, our computers, our laptops, our mobile phones are better and with new apps equipped, so we can use and we can change our working style effectively with new ideas. Number 7, which is very important, without innovation culture, there is no innovation. Until unless you will not develop this culture in the organization, nobody will do any innovation. People will come and work and will go back. So we have to generate the culture of innovation. And that is why we are talking on this subject today. How we can develop, we will talk about. There are 3 dimensions of innovation culture. One is ability. Innovative ability we have to develop among our team. Everywhere it is there, but we are not unlacing it. We are not utilizing it. Number 2, willingness. Willingness to innovate. We have to develop their willpower. Until unless we will not do this, their willingness will not come out. And number 3 is opportunities for innovation may happen. So ability, will, and may, this is the combination. If these things are there, the organization is having the innovation culture. If any one thing is missing, then there is no innovation culture. We will talk about one by one how we can develop the ability. Number 1, make innovation culture a top priority and establish the top-down process, because culture comes from the top, make it very clear. Some people are using the culture from down, they are not understood how the culture being developed. The culture always developed from the top, how the board of directors are behaving, then the next level will automatically behave and culture will come down up to the end person, up to the end level of the organization. So make the innovation culture a top priority and establish the top-down process throughout the organization of the company. Everybody has to cooperate. Number two, training of employees in modern methods and tools for brainstorming, idea evaluation, idea realization, innovation crash courses, creativity techniques, innovation management, you have to do. My worry is some of the organizations or their executives are thinking, senior level of management is thinking, the training is an expense. Look, gentlemen, training is not an expense. This is an investment. How much we are investing in training effectively, this is our investment, because ROI is very high of training. So we have to train and educate and develop the awareness among the team for innovation. Number three is trend and future workshop. We have to develop the trend and we have to do some effective workshop and we have to evaluate those things properly, adequately, systematically. Number four is development of technical, technology and economic knowledge of employees. We have to do this. Until unless to engage or to recruit the employee is very simple, but to retain and to develop the employee in the interest of organization or their innovative ability is very essential. If we will not develop the innovative culture, we cannot innovate the new services, new product or new working style, and this can be the issue of our sustenance. Number five is cross-departmental and cross-divisional innovation workshop with the moderation by external innovation consultant. This is very effective punchline. Cross-departmental and cross-divisional innovation workshop with the moderation by an external innovation consultant who can understand, who can do something effectively. We have to use these services of those kind of professionals. There are many professionals are available on the market or in the market who can be helpful. This is the idea to select the right person for the right job. Number six is internal knowledge transfer through transfer of newly acquired or already existing knowledge in internal training courses. Because in India, the knowledge management transfer is very limited. Number one, we are very poor to generate the data. Number two, if we are generating the data, we are not analyzing the data. Number three, we are not filtering the data which is required in future, which is not required, which is good, which is not good, which can be transferred, which cannot be transferred. So these things are very uncommon in our industry, which we have to develop if we want to develop the innovative culture. Number seven area is when we want to develop the ability for innovation culture in our team, that is use of external know-how, operation with universities, research institutions, and other companies, external innovation consultants, internal research and specialist lecturers, experts interview, patents research, etc. So this is a very important area where we have to focus and we have to use This is the very important area. One thing I can quote here, Indian companies are very poor. I do not know whether this is the mindset or this is by interest or this is by adopted our generations. People are not investing money or employers are not investing money in innovations or R&Ds. Our R&D is very poor. We can take benefit, we can take the technology, we can take the know-how from outside, but we cannot develop in-house. This is very gray area in Indian organization, where Indian organizations has to work very fast and very effectively. Then we can compete with the globe. Next area is use of new techniques and technologies. Some organizations are using, they are growing like anything. Some organizations are not changing. They are working with the old patterns. Their legacy is coming. They are minting money, but they are not understanding one day they have to face problem. So new technologies or new techniques are must. If we want to sustain, so we have to be innovative and we have to develop this ability among our team. The second area is willingness. So willingness to innovate. That is ability we have discussed. Now we have to discuss willingness. How we can develop this? Number one is raising awareness of importance of innovation in companies or organizations, communication, awareness raising, training, annual innovation day. These three things we have to do. Number one, communication. Top has to discuss, we have to discuss in every meeting, we have to discuss in a gate meetings, we have to discuss in annual meeting, and we have to make it talk of the organization. Number two, awareness rising or raising trainings. We have to train our workforce or our human capital to develop their willingness. Number three is annual innovation day. Every day we have to celebrate. Whoso have done something good innovation, they should be awarded or rewarded, or some new innovative ideas be collected, and some competitions, some programs and some training programs, some dramas, some other things can be adopted in the organization. Number two is openness to employees' ideas, gathering employees' ideas in a idea box or suggestion box, and joint idea evaluation. The collection of ideas is very important, because in Indian organizations, senior are using very bad word, that is, I know, you do whatever I am saying. It means we are killing innovation. If somebody is saying, do whatever I am doing, it means he is not allowing the innovation if employees is good. If employee is not disciplined or good, then he is using this sentence, that's okay. So we have to understand where and what kind of language we have to use and how to promote this culture rather than killing this culture. Number three is, which is very important, encouraging change and risk-taking by establishing a climate. If some employees are doing something new and they are working on 8 projects or 10 projects, if they have failed in 1 or 2 projects and they are working very nicely and they are doing something good in 9 or 8 projects, then allow them. Be the partner of their failure in 1 or 2 projects. Because sometimes something can happen and innovative cannot come out in a design fashion, then we have to again plan, do, check, act. So we have to be the part of their failure if they are working sincerely, systematically, and as per plan. If they are diverting, then definitely we have to take some another path. Number 4 is creation of motivation through incentives. We have to award and reward. Some application of innovation contributions, bonus, career perspective, gifts and kind, pitching contest, innovation contest, praise and recognition. So we have to do this kind of activities to develop the willingness. Number 5 is review and change the role, understanding of superiors with the framework of their creative process. Boss become moderator and coach. In India, coaching concept is not coming out very fast. No doubt, some progressive organizations are using this coaching process. They are adopting this coaching process for their employees, and employees are also enjoying this process and delivering the best to the organization. But some organizations or maximum organizations are not using it. So review and change the role of understanding of superiors with the framework of creative process. Boss become moderator and coach. They should not treat as a manager. They should treat either moderator or as a coach. You can do. The can is very important. So we have to develop this culture. Number 3 is opportunity, how to provide, how we can cultivate may in the organization. Number 1 is creation of time source by making part of the working time available to the employees for the implementation of promising ideas. Because every idea cannot be promising idea. When we are evaluating ideas or when we are evaluating this process, that time we have to identify 1, 2, 3, 4. Top 5 we have to work initially. Then we can move further and then we can develop this culture. Number 2 is creation of financial resources by providing an innovation budget. This is the again new concept, because some companies are not allowing even a single point to the innovation. That is very worst part. So we have to create or we have to develop certain fund for the innovation. I have quoted n number of benefits. So if you want to grow and you move faster, you want to develop some brand image, or you want to compete with your international competitors, so you have to adopt this process. So creation of financial resource by providing an innovation budget is must. Number 3, definition of clear goals, responsibilities, and competencies and set of skills and processes with regard to the development and implementation of ideas. Means your control part, define the clear goal, define the responsibility, who will do what and when, competent, who is competent, who will not who is not competent, who will work, who will not work. This is not a charity. This is a new idea where we have to work and prove to be right. And the process, there should be not any diversion from the written process. Process with regard to development and implementation of idea. This should be very critical and very controlled process. Because first time, when this will apply and result will come, then people will use to and people will adopt slowly, but first time we should be very cautious. Number 4 is ensure fast and efficient communication across the hierarchical levels and creation of free space for informal communication, like break rooms, canteens, where the people are talking informally, where we can collect this voice. So ensure the fast and efficient communication. Some people are not very highly in communication skill. They cannot communicate either in verbal way or in written way, but they have very good ideas. So we have to provide support and we have to develop that culture. Then the smart moderator or their coach can grab these things and he can do something better what he or she or their teams are doing as on date. Number 5, fast and effective decision making. Some people are correcting and making planning, but they are not implementing. So fast and effective decision making structure is very much required in these kind of processes. If you are not happening, then the motivation of your employees will be killed and they will not come out next time. So fast and effective decision making is very much required to develop the May. Number 6 is formation of cross-divisional creative teams for the joint development of ideas. Some ideas will affect one department. Some ideas may be completed with the help of various departments. So there, the formation of cross-divisional creative teams is very must. So we have to develop and we have to decide who will be the member of this team and their accountability and responsibility, so that they can work in a designed and professional and effective way to achieve the desired result. Number 7, involvement of employees in the innovation process right from the start. Cross-divisional and cross-hierarchical teams, cascade workshop. So involvement of employees in the innovation process right from the start. This is very, very important aspect to develop the May. Because if you will involve somebody in between, so he will ask a number of questions or their failure may be higher. It is always better to involve the people from the start or day one of the process and up to the end of that process. And their cross-divisional and hierarchical project teams are very much required, and cascading of those ideas, those rules, regulations, procedures, systems are very much required in a systematic and effective. I'm using these two words, systematic and effective. Effectiveness is very much required in our organizations where we are using this kind of innovative ideas through this innovative culture. Next is promotion of personal initiatives, entrepreneurial actions by conveying confidence in the willingness to perform, the commitment of the performance of the employees. So we have to promote this kind of personal initiatives and entrepreneurial actions by conveying confidence, because to develop the trust and to develop the confidence, these things are very much required in the willing members of the team, and their commitment and performance of the employees is to be evaluated, rewarded effectively in time. Then we can develop this kind of May culture. So these 3 important parts, number 1, ability, number 2, willingness, and number 3, May, are very important dimensions of this culture. With these words, I am closing this session here, and I hope India will grow with innovation culture or culture of innovation in their organizations, and one day we will lead the world. Thank you.